Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and today we're talking about a fragrance from the house of Chloé. So in today's video we do have this fragrance from the house of Chloé, or Chloe, however you want to pronounce it. It's actually pronounced Chloé in French. It is a French fashion house, very known for their hippie-ish type of style. It was very popular in the 70s. It kind of went under and then it kind of came back, and then Karl Lagerfeld was the designer for a little bit with them. Long story short, they do have quite a bit of repertoire of fragrances that are very, very popular, very, very feminine, very soft and delicate and supple. And this is one of the ones that we have here. The fragrance we have here today is the fragrance of Love Story. This fragrance was launched in 2014, and the perfumer for the fragrance is Anne Filippo. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. I don't know. But it is manufactured and distributed under the fragrance conglomerate of Coty. So this was one of the fragrances that I was very much, in awe about, because I was very surprised when I worked for Dior that their packaging was so minimal. They kind of got away with making bottles that had less than other fragrances, and they would sell at a premium. And I was like, why? Why is it so expensive? Why is it so popular? And why does it sell so well? And since then, they have launched some new flankers, some new fragrances as well. This is one of the more popular ones in the line, which is the fragrance of Love Story. So the fragrance I have here today is 2.5 fluid ounces or 75 mils. Just so you are aware, the price for this one would be 162 US dollars. And then if you were to get the smaller size of 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 mils, the price you'd be paying for that one would be 133 US dollars. And then they also manufacture a 30 mil or 1 ounce bottle, and the price point for that is 100 US dollars. So you are paying quite a bit for this fragrance. It is very expensive, at least for a mainstream fragrances. Obviously, on this channel, we have reviewed fragrances that are a lot more expensive, but this one, with it being a quote unquote mainstream fragrance, it is a little bit on the pricier side. Coty tends to do this quite a bit. I know that they do the same sizing when it comes to other fragrances like the Bottega Veneta fragrances. They do it with the Chloé fragrances, but then they go a little bit wild and they make huge bottles with like Marc Jacobs and Calvin Klein, and price them at a lower price point. So maybe it's the allure of the fashion label, maybe it's not, who knows. The top notes for this fragrance are going to be neroli as well as Cape Gooseberry or Ghostberry. So you do get that neroli up top. It's not going to be a neroli portofino type of neroli or a cleaning product, because when we tend to associate neroli with a fragrance, it kind of comes off as a cleaning product such as Febreze or Mr. Clean or something of that sort. It does not smell like that by any means. It's a very soft, kind of like wet, dewy neroli in this fragrance. Then in the middle, you're going to get centifolia, which is a very prevalent actual note in this fragrance, as well as the orange blossom in here. The orange blossom kind of gives it a little bit more of a cleaner, again, a very mossy, dewy type of smell to this fragrance. It's not going to be a sharp citric fragrance by any means. It's not going to be an overly clean fragrance. It is a floral with a very mossy undertone. I'm surprised that moss is not listed as one of the fragrance notes in here, because it does have that quality where it's a little bit dewy, a little bit wet. Then in the base, we're going to get petitgrain and cedarwood. So you do get some cedarwood in here to give it that, baseline element. The petitgrain is very much in here as well. The notes in this fragrance are a little bit confusing, like I said, because you would think to see a note of musk in here, or oak moss, or white musk, or something of that sort, because it does have that clean baseline undertone to the fragrance overall. There is a very nice Mayrose note in here, which is not listed, but you can smell ever so slightly. And again, that oak moss kind of comes through even though it's not listed. Overall, this fragrance does, sell as what it's supposed to. It is a very soft, delicate, romantic fragrance. I would certainly say that it's more of a fragrance that you would want to wear in the summer or springtime, because it is going to be a little bit more light wearing. It's not going to be the longest wearing fragrance. You're going to get anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. If you're lucky, you will have to reapply this fragrance because it is a lighter wearing fragrance overall. When looking at the notes of this, like I said, you do think you're getting a clean, crisp fragrance with a woody undertone. And while you are getting that in this fragrance, you're also getting a very floral heart in this fragrance, because it is, like I said, very delicate, very floral, very soft, very supple, very romantic in a sense to the point where it's a little, it's a little overly girly. I know some people might find this to be something that you might wear when you are a younger female. Instead of wearing it when you are older. So definitely let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down below. Have you tried Love Story by Chloe? Have you not? Have you tried the other Chloe fragrances? They are very much known for this style of, like I said, a wet, dewy floral that has these citric elements and these very beautiful woody undertones in it as well. But let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on this fragrance are, as well as your thoughts on the House of Chloe. Do you want to see more Chloe on this channel? Do you not? Let me know all of that down below. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more fragrance related content, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.